Hey guys, okay, today I'm just going to be testing out this, it's called the Nighthawk Suitable for Outdoor Protection Mask, which is advertised to also be used for sports, especially high aerobics or cardio intense sports masks. So that's what it's advertised as, and it has a pretty cool filter and everything at the back, which I'll show you now. So it is a sports mask. It has these two little cool knobbies here and the filter on the inside, which is replaceable. My concern was, these holes itself don't really have anything covering it. As you can see, the filter doesn't cover that hole. What I did find out though is that there's a special way that you can breathe out through this, right? But you can't breathe the other way. You can't breathe in. So it prevents it, so I can't suck air in, I can only breathe out, and when I suck air in it's very restricted. So I'm hoping that sort of prevents any germs getting into the mask or under the mask. The other thing is it has a really nice bridge on the top, which creates like a little pocket that I can breathe into. Alright, so it's not like the other mask when you're breathing, it's sort of like almost suffocates you when you take a deep inhale and it blocks your nostrils and your mouth. This one has this little bridge here which creates this curve and a little bit of an air pocket on the inside. Whether you like breathing your own breath, whether it's what your breath smells like, it's your choice. The other thing which is quite nice about it, it does sit excuse me, it does sit nicely on the ears, and it has a Velcro strap for the back. My issue with this though is it feels like this mask is a little bit small for my head, either that or my head's too big, but it was a little bit tight. So I'm going to try, when I do this exercise, is to not bind it as tightly as I normally would. As you can see, it's got the Velcro strap, and it sits quite nice that it seals off this part and here. So again, I can breathe out, and it's well, not as pronounced, I suppose, but I can still breathe in. But whether this protects you from the virus or not, we don't know. So we're going to test it out, see if I can train with this mask on during the whole training session tonight, or at least the high intensity workout that we're going to be doing. And sure, I'll let you know how it goes afterwards. Okay, here we go. Going for the HIIT session with my mask on. Just did the warm-ups now. But don't kill myself. If I pass out, guys, please send someone or phone my wife, tell me just to come wake me up. No. It's there. Okay, get ready. Let's go. Go. Oh, okay, first session done, and this thing, you can see I'm breathing so hard. It's hard work with this thing on. Okay, heart rate says it's 131. Don't know how accurate that is.
Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, second round done. Had to change the battery very quickly. Still breathing hard. Heart rate's down to 103. Getting ready for number 3. Haya suburi! Haya suburi! Come on guys, let's go!
Welcome to Tabata. Are you ready?
Let's go, let's go!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, that was the last hit. That's crazy. Okay, gonna cut it off now. Give you feedback just now. Just took the mask off. Things are still okay. All moist inside. Not as bad as I thought it would be, but seems to have held up. Just obviously worried about you can see the water droplets on there, on the outside of the mask. But it was overall very good. Good session. Could still breathe. See how I do with the rest of it. Just finished the session with my training group, and yeah, I did okay. I think the masks were bearable. I could breathe. Obviously a little bit labored, not as, I don't think as badly as if I were to wear those normal surgical masks or those material masks that sort of stick to your face. Again, you know, maybe just a couple of my concerns are obviously the mesh, all right, which is very breathable. Okay, and it's just covered by one layer of filters, but it doesn't even cover everything, so they could still get in. But from this perspective, it's obviously covering that part, you know, the part that you breathe in. The filters seem to be quite durable. You know, let's see. Okay, still breathable. Don't know how effective they are, but you know, I know next to nothing about filters, but you know, it's more breathable than the other ones. And then obviously again, it's these holes where you can breathe out, but you can't breathe in. Well, it's much more difficult to breathe in. So yeah, I guess these would have to be cleaned out after every use. But yeah, this really helps, having this little departure and then having this pocket of air inside. So what I'm going to do next now is try this with my men on and see how that works. So the men is the head protector for a kendo practitioner. So let's see how it goes. Yeah, seems to be okay. I'll tie this up here. Okay, so you can see it's sitting securely in there. It is pushing against my mouth, so it's quite tight on the mouth. It's causing me not able to open my mouth completely because of the extra layering behind under the chin. So it's compacting on the chin, causing my mouth to not open as wide. Yeah, definitely much more effort to try to breathe. So let's try with a couple of men cuts. Okay. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And so, and sa, and see, and so. Okay, it's okay. It's just then obviously when I'm start engaging, not breathing anything at all. So from a protecting my partner's perspective, I can't blow anything out towards them. Sheet of paper. I'm gonna see if I can blow onto it. Okay, nothing's coming out of this thing. I can breathe in. Can't breathe that much out. Well, not with enough force anyway. I don't know. Yeah, so no air seems to be going through with these masks. But then again, you know, it might just be the very microscopical water droplets, which are, you know, I can't even gauge. Nothing seems to be coming out, and you know, paper's dry. There's no movement of the paper when I blow onto it. Okay, well, who knows? Maybe these masks are good for kendo. Visibility, yeah, you know, without. If I didn't see myself in the camera, I wouldn't even know it's there. It just seems like a normal kendo thing, you know, looking through standard here. looks normal, just with the obvious labored breath here. So seems to be okay. Okay, taking it off. Still sitting securely on my face. Okay, that's not too bad. I must admit the Velcro really helps. Just keeps it firmly there. And yeah, maybe as a quick experiment. Whew. You can see the sort of the marks that it leaves from sort of being vacuum sealed in that area. Okay, with a normal mask, that's what I could do. Man! Okay, well, thank goodness when I do shout man, it doesn't, isn't a lot of, maybe there's a lot of water droplets, but not enough air. Man! Okay, so that thing definitely restricted any airflow from going out. Whether it's sufficient to prevent any other germs going out, and obviously anything coming in towards me, that remains a mystery, or remains to be tested. So far so good.